You know, after last night, a blind man could see what they're up to. History always has the way to repeat because people forget history. Well, those people who's trying to overthrow our democracy had the orange clown to lie. Like we don't know he's a liar. Well, while he was lying, his little minion was pushing white supremacy bullshit, trying to scare the fuck out of American people. And so many words they're telling on themselves. Listen to this. Enforcement and intelligence agencies to work together to disrupt, identify, defund, debank, arrest, and prosecute these political terrorists that are operating in our country. It's very important to understand that left-wing political terrorism seeks as its ultimate end the overthrow of our system and form of government. You can't make this shit up. Who stormed the Capitol on January 6th? Who lied? Who's still trying to rig the game with hanging chads? Voter fraud, voter ID. Don't want you woke to Elon Musk rigging the game through his fucking satellites. Come on, people. We know they stole the Supreme Court with their crow and billions of dollars rigging the game for Hope is Day. We know the Heritage Foundation wants to overthrow our democracy and create the Fourth Reich. Listen to this lying piece of shit. Left-wing terrorism always ends in bloodshed, misery, and suffering. We've seen that over the winter. 2 patriots get murdered by their Gestapo agents. No one's bringing that shit up, right? So the lie the other night from the clown, who has gotten us into a pickle. It's World War III, really. They want to hide in holes while we take the nukes, right? They lie. Fox News, Newsmax, MSNBC, CBS, they all lie. King Jeffrey, I don't even want to talk about that, brother. They're telling us and showing us who they are. They never gave a fuck about the American people. I said the definition of insanity, keep doing the same thing over again. This little piece of fucking fascist shit hides on a military base. He wants people to take to the streets. He wants people to be pissed off. That's why 2 other people got, over the weekend, and the media went silent like normal. He wants people to get pissed off so much. Maybe his Gestapo agents keep doing what they're doing. They're going to piss off enough people so he can get his little martial law going. This is fascism. It's in their project, 2025. Listen. Only can travel in one direction. There's no point at which the left-wing terrorist is satisfied with his gains and ceases progressing. Inevitably, left to run its course, it always becomes a gulag. Gulag, for-profit prisons for immigrants, minorities, people who stand up against fascism. He's telling on himself, listen. It always becomes the mass imprisonment of political enemies, the stripping of their rights and freedoms, inflicting immense pain, humiliation. Doesn't that sound familiar? Have you looked at the White House? Have you looked at the Gestapo agents, National Guards, huh? Have you looked at how they start hanging fascist banners of the orange clown all over? You remember how they stood in front of fucking gulags and took photographs and was proud to be bigots? You remember when they went to Chicago and stormed into that apartment building because the landlord was a bigot? Come on, people. A blind man could see we're dealing with Nazis. Listen. Suffering. It's not a coincidence that when you look at these violent Antifa demonstrations, you see any photograph of those who were assembled. To be blunt, not one of the people that is demonstrating looks like a normal person. 250 years of white supremacy, and we've seen them boys march all over D.C. You know, getting on trains, scaring the fuck out of the black woman sitting there. Some people looking at them like, what the fuck? Oh, where is that? That's not in the media no more. Why? Why isn't it not in the media? Oh, you're too busy thinking we're stupid. You just want to focus on the Epstein files like we don't know. Hey, the Zionists are in there, but God damn it, this show is about white supremacy right now in America. We see you. We know you are Nazis. Listen.
What? Looks normal. They're all deformed in some way in their appearance, in their dress, in their mannerism. First of all, Stephen Miller, of all people. Thank God.
Thank God. Oh, thank God people are waking up to fascism. That's all I got to say. So, Little Mike Johnson, I'm going to play another tape later on. He wants to scare the fuck out of you about democratic socialism. But hey, democratic socialism is not trying to fucking throw us in concentration camps and shooting our loved ones on the street. But greeting white supremacy capitalism is. And we call that American fascism. Mike Johnson and those who support ethnic cleansing are Nazis. And for those who don't think I'm right, have you been paying attention? Or you in that bubble of stupidity listen to their corporate media bullshit you? It's in your faces, folks. Our government has funded genocide and still funding it. The British government doing the same thing. You notice they want to get rid of all the brown people. 2,000 people a day has to be arrested. Stephen Miller is escalating because the midterms are coming. I don't know why he's so pissed off and worried, because the Democratic Party is in bed with him. All you have to do is look at Fetterman and Hakeem Jeffrey and Cory Booker, you know, Chuck Schumer, you know, the rest of the Democrats who are moderate. 40 of them motherfuckers voted for ICE, right? They give money to the Zionists to finish doing the ethnic cleansing thing. They're showing us who they are. You better start waking up, people. We've been played. So democratic socialism is better than Kamala fucking Harris, because she or that fucking guy from California. Okay? You know, don't listen to Joe Rogan. Don't listen to these other motherfuckers. They're white. They're safe. They think. Fascism don't give a fuck. And Nazis damn sure don't. And it's a slap in all of our faces watching our democracy that stood up against fascism, communism, to be taken over by fascism and oligarchs. It's disgusting. It's disgusting how they created Citizens United. Oh, by the way, there's a little thing about Tony Barrett, whatever her name is, that fucking privileged little white woman who sits on the Supreme Court. She was worried about wearing a bulletproof vest. If that ain't white privilege, what is? You strip people of their rights. You have Gestapo agent targeting people because of their skin color. And you're worried that someone's threatening your little lily white ass. And you don't know how to tell your child you're part of the fucking problem. That's white supremacy for you. From Mike Johnson to the rest of these fucking clowns. Why you think the establishment before these so-called presidents we had are quiet? Why you think our governors are complicit? Oh, we banned ICE out of schools and out of hallway. No, motherfuckers. You all guilty. Senators and representatives all funding something. A settler colonial project. That's white supremacy. It's in our faces. It's coming right straight from the media. How it make up lies for white supremacy. Wake up, people. Last night was a disgrace. Now you know their real reason. They're looking to overthrow our democracy.